What's up? In this video, I'm going to be showcasing the Bloodline, alright? But let's get into it. Alright, so first up, the Bloodline actually has a 1 in 80 rarity, alright? So it is a decently rare Bloodline, obviously not the rarest in the world, but it is a good base beginner Bloodline, alright? The Bloodline has 3 moves and no C-Spec, alright? So if we get into the moves here, and it does max out at level 500, as you can see right here, the first move is the Bleed Style Suffocate, alright? Requires 24k chi and has a cooldown of 22 seconds. Let it be known, however, that all of these moves can actually be equipped in your element slots as well as your Bloodline slots, which is really useful for Bloodlines, especially if you have the more Bloodline Game Pass, which allows you to have more Bloodlines, alright? This does give you the ability to equip them in the element slots, which is useful for conserving those those Bloodline slots for slightly better moves or more preferable moves. But actually, let's get into the moves here, alright? So the first move, Bleed Style Suffocate, I believe I went over this already. The second move is the Bleed Style Restore. Requires 30k chi, has a cooldown of 24 seconds. And our final move here is the Bleed Style Shepherd's Fist, alright? It requires 26k chi, has a cooldown of 20 seconds, and it's a pretty solid move, alright? All 3 of these moves, as I said, I will be showcasing all 3 of these moves on this training log right here. So yeah, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so let's showcase the first move here, the Bleed Style Suffocate, alright? And as you can see, I popped that. I will actually suffocate my nearest opponent if I hit them. Alright, deals 31k damage, so actually a solid amount of damage. You have to be mindful that you actually have to be close to your opponent. Alright, I believe you actually have to touch them for it to work. So I'm going to showcase it again here. But, it doesn't require too much chi. It's actually a solid move. I really enjoy using it. We can pop it again just like so. As you can see, that Suffocate there. When I get close enough, yeah, that 31k Suffocate. A solid first move. Again, not great because you have to be so close. If it didn't require hand signs, it'd be a lot better just because, being close to your opponent is something you don't necessarily always want. But next up, we have our Bleed Style Restore, alright? So, if we get a little further away here, we actually pop this Bleed Style Restore. It'll drain the HP of our nearby enemies and actually, kind of restore ours, I believe. So yeah, it drains around 16k to maybe 24k damage from those guys. And actually, I think restores our own HP, maybe not. But yeah, it is a solid move, alright? It's a good move, especially if you're kind of far away. You just need to deal some quick damage before you kind of back off, alright? Here it is again. As you can see, you can be pretty far away from those guys for that still to hit. And yeah, that does do 24k damage to each target, alright? So in total, that's actually 72k damage, which is quite a lot. But yeah, that's the Bleed Style Restore move, alright? And then finally, our final move, which unlocks at level 480, Bloodline level 480, is Bleed Style Shepherd's Fist, alright? Now, to use the Shepherd's Fist move, you actually have to be pretty close to your target, alright? So to pop it just like so, alright, we use it here. And I believe it actually is bugged at the moment, but usually what it does, alright, is actually gets close to them, and it targets them. Here's the, a few more of the moves just to show you guys. But the Bleed Style Shepherd's Fist does not currently work, alright, I believe it is kind of bugged, which sucks, it sucks some moves are bugged in this game. I can try using it again for you here, but, it doesn't really work. Alright, as you can see there, just doesn't work, which kind of sucks, but, you get what you get. Thank you for watching this video, though. I hope you have a nice day. Sorry I couldn't get that move working. I tried multiple times, and I just don't think it's working. Alright, I think it's a little bugged, which is fine. We can move on from that. But in the meantime, here are some of the more of the moves. Alright, so the Restore move actually restores your own HP from you, which is nice. But yeah, I'll see you next video. So have a nice day, and bye.